Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am God, and I manifest the words I speak. My message today, people, is to identify your real assets in life. You know, it's like obviously a lot of time when people factor assets, they're talking about possessions, whether it's possessions of value or actual money, liquid assets. But what I've come to realize, people, and I'm sure you've heard this before, is like, somebody that's truly successful in the sense that they've developed the habits, the characteristics, and so forth, then, they can lose everything, man. And, they could lose billions of dollars, and within a year to 5 years, they're right back, if not better. Not if not, they will be better than it was before. Because they understand that life is a journey of continuous learning and you never arrive, right? That's number one. And number two, they understand that what really truly make them successful is not their physical possessions or whatever people typically would consider as real asset. See, what I've come to realize over the last year or two, man, is just realizing that the greatest asset to yourself, number one, is your ability to be a student. That's your number one greatest asset. Is if you're a great student that's always yearning and looking to learn new things and expand your horizon, then it's just a matter of time before you can master anything. So that's number one. Be a great student. That's one of your greatest assets, is to develop a student mentality and be humble enough to realize that you don't know as much as you think you know. I don't care how much you know. There's always more that you can learn and gain experience in. So student mentality is one of your greatest assets. Number two, people, is humility. You have to stick pride in your back pocket, man. Especially for men. I can attest to this because, I get it. It's naturally built up into us, man, that, ego and pride a lot of time, is people's downfall, man. And I'm sharing it with you is that you must humble yourself and accept the premise that no matter how much you know, there's always room for new knowledge and new experience. Again, that kind of ties back into being a great student. But my point is, though, is that definitely humble yourself in the sense that be willing to always be learning and don't be trying to dictate who and what source too. You can learn from everybody. You can learn from somebody that works for you. You can work from somebody that have no experience in your field, a dead stranger. You can be in conversation and learn things. See, whatever you seek, you shall find, man. So if you're always seeking to learn things, then opportunities will always present itself to teach you something that you wasn't aware of, So humility, people. Another great asset, man, is work ethic. People, I cannot share with you. That's one of the, that's right up there, with student mentality, is that you must have a great work ethic, people, because anything worthwhile in life requires energy and effort. I don't believe in anything that tell people a lazy way to this. Listen to me, I don't want to sell nobody no get rich quick scheme, man. I hear anything you want that's worthwhile, just know up front that it's definitely going to take a lot of energy and effort on your part to put in the work that is necessary. So therefore, you must have a great work ethic. And something that coupled with that is always about working smarter, not harder. So it's like if working hard gets you there, working smarter and harder will get you there 10 times faster because you're becoming more efficient. That's what the smarter portion of working hard is. I don't want you to work hard doing things that's counterproductive because that's useless. So I want you to work smart and hard, people. Those two right there goes hand in hand. Another thing, too, people, or characteristics that you must develop is consistency, man. Consistency is really, once you decide on what it is that you want to do, because obviously that's a key ingredient is making decisions in life. Is you got to be consistent, people. Is challenge yourself to do something every single day. Just like I do these videos every day. Rain, sleet, snow, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's become now a habit of mine where it's effortless, where I can get up here and I can do these things. Glory be to God for that, But my point that I'm trying to get at, though, is consistency, people, is develop a consistent routine, of repetitive habits, or daily task that you're going to do that'll produce the results. So like consistency, like for example, the self-development, you have to be consistent with that every single day. I don't care what app you use, whether it's Headway or some other app, you must be developing yourself. You must read at least a book a day via audio, or physically reading it, whatever works for you. But my point is, you must feed your mind new knowledge every day that is pertinent to wherever it is that you're working towards. So self-development requires consistency, people. It's not how much of something you do, it's how consistently you do it. So develop consistency. Why? Because that's a great asset to have. The next one, which is very similar to that, people, is self-discipline, having the discipline to do what you say you're going to do, you know what I mean? And do it whether you feel like it or not, you know what I mean? People that are self-disciplined don't rely on convenience, man. They do whatever they need to do, whether they feel like doing it or not. That is an amazing asset to have, is to have self-discipline, people, because that ultimately is also self-control. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of leads me into that, man, is you must be able to control yourself, man. Like, be able to choose the words you speak, which includes awareness. Like, you must be aware of what you're doing, obviously. So self-awareness, that's another asset, man, because the more you're aware of what you're doing, then you can see the things you're doing right, so you could double down on those. And the things that you're not doing, or that's counterproductive to what your goals are, then because you're self-aware, then you will develop the self-control to where you can say, okay, just like a surgeon, I'm gonna cut out the things that ain't working and replace them with something and a more productive action, as part of my daily routine, whatever that is. Maybe you should walk in a mile a day. Maybe you should walk in 3 blocks a day. A habit, people, that you can develop, man. So my point that I'm trying to get at is, self-control, self-awareness. Those are all assets that you can have, self-discipline. Those are the greatest asset, people, because, see, people focus too much on the end result of what they want, and they forget that in order to receive or manifest those things, you must first focus on yourself, man. The world, you live the world inside out, people. Is that whatever is inside of you is what produced the world that's around you. So instead of trying to control things you can't control, which is outside of yourself, you focus on yourself, people. You focus on developing yourself in all aspects, man. I also think it's a great asset to develop creative thinking, reasoning faculty, to use your mind, man, to give you the answers for what you seek, It's like you have to challenge yourself to come up with ideas that will actually assist you with manifesting the things that you want. So thinking, people, you must think, man. As you think it, so shall it be, So you can't accomplish anything that you can't visualize, and you can't visualize anything unless you're thinking about it. As you think about it, then a picture come to mind. See how it goes? It's like hand in hand. You think about something, the vision come to mind, and then you could do what you see in your mind, people. So remember the order of the things, man, is that, those are your assets, though. Your ability to think is one of the greatest assets that you have, man. Napoleon Hill said it right: think and grow rich, or think and grow into whatever you want. You know what I mean? Because as a man thinketh, so is he. Is that, so you really got to really hone that and control that. Those are some of the real assets, people. I just want to share that with you today because I don't want you to be chasing your tail, man. I've spent years, decades, trying to figure life out. And it's just awesome that, when you realize what really make life, then you really focus on the key ingredients of life, which all it takes really is energy and effort and a certain level of intentionality for you to create the amazing life that you want, which is always the goal. My declaration over your life, people, is that you are a millionaire. Number 2 is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number 3, people, you have amazing health and you're in the best shape of your life. My prayer for you today, people, is that the Spirit of God will continue to mold you and shape you into being the amazing human being that He is destined for you to be. People, above all things, I believe in you, man. And I want you to choose to believe in yourself, that everything is possible for you. Y'all have an amazing day, and we'll talk tomorrow.